yardage in order to gain it. But in this case,
bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Garabay's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now back to throw. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 22 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls running to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Chubb on the read option. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fielded at about the 28. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, threatening each other downfield. I think running backs are doing the same. They can have a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Seahawks at 7-5 now in the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Going for it with Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 10-7. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They'll run for it. Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Another run with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Jefferson to turn. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's got room inside the 20.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Amari Cooper from 13 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to land up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So we have come to halftime, and what's...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Open man here is Conklin.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this throw will be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go up the middle with Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth from a yard out. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Well, 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. His throw incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Here's Chubb on the read option, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second and 5. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. A give running left. It's Sanders. And tough sledding. Going to get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Another run here with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Garabay's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
That's to Freiermuth. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this defense